will be able to see as soon as you log in MOOZ. So basically you will have here the chat option that Anna will mention more information about this, but this is a great tool
Yes.
that is managed by real people. So anytime if you have any question, you can just send a message here, and then you will see your profile. So basically from your profile you can check all your details here. The other option that is very, very useful is the file storage. So from here basically you can upload all the files that you want to share with the student. It could be a diagram if you are sharing like a guitar fretboard diagram, or a music score, or exercises that I will show you a bit later. Then we have the option to join a lesson as a student, or as a teacher we can basically start a lesson. So I'm gonna go through the first option here just to show you how I will set it up from the scratch, and then we can go with any question that you may have. So the first thing that you're gonna see is
Yeah.
this window here, and this is gonna give us three options. The first one, as you can see, is for the camera. So at the moment I have three physical cameras that I will show you a bit later. Then we have the microphone. So I'm using this like a virtual audio interface to be able to send you the mic, and maybe I will show you later a bit with the guitar how it looks and how it sounds. And finally the speaker. So basically the microphone is going to be the input for all the signal that we want to share with the student, and the speaker for sure will be the main speaker that we want to use to get back all the signal from the students and also from our computer. So as soon as I hit this button here to join the lesson, this is how it looks, so the first window that is gonna pop up, this window, to make sure that we're gonna calibrate the microphone. So I'm gonna show you basically, because that will be something that you may have to do the first time. I already did, but I'm gonna show you how, just to show you how it looks. So this is
Yeah.
basically to calibrate your microphone and the speaker. So as soon as we hit here, it's like a pretty automatically process where you can see that I have the microphone here, A1212. Then we have just down below the speaker. So the same thing, we can just go through the whole process to calibrate both the input and the output signal. So I'm gonna do quickly just to show you. And yeah, I already did. That's why it's showing us the tick ring here. So I'm gonna just click
Yeah,
continue.
exactly.
So then the second thing that we may look at is gonna be the sound settings, right? Because this is something that I always try to set it up from the beginning to avoid any issue with the students. So as you can see down on from the bottom right, you will have all these features here that is gonna show us record, chat, sound settings, end lesson, share, participants, invite the students. So I'm gonna just stop here for a couple of minutes to show you the first thing that I will do. I will just check here the sound settings, and as you can see right now, I'm using like a physical audio interface with virtual connections. That's why you can see a lot of connections here, but don't worry, because I'm only using one for the main lesson, which is going to be this one that you can see in green, the one named like a
Yeah.
guitar lessons. So that's the one that we calibrated at the beginning. That's why it's showing in green, and all the others they have not been calibrated. They are showing in red dot, right, with a red dot. So that means that they are not calibrated. And then if I scroll down, you will see the speaker section here, which is going to show us what the speaker we want to use. So at the moment, I'm using the default speaker that is coming from the audio interface. So we can leave it, but of course you will see from your computer coming up the name of the main audio interface if you are using like an external audio interface, or that might show you the name of the computer. So that's the one that you may choose if you are using that. And then a really great feature that I really love, this one, is not just the fact that we will be able to set it up, the input and output, but also we will be able to manage the volume of each kind of parameter. Like for instance, we can control from here the student microphone volume, the player volume, the piano volume, and also the metronome volume. So we have a lot of options here to control within the same um, um, page. We don't have to go through like a complicated settings at all. So it's everything here, right? Then, of course, we'll have the option to record the lessons for the student if you want to. We also have the option to send links here with this chat window as well. And then we also have the share button here. So from the share button, as I show you at the very beginning, we'll have two options, very, very cool. The first one is going to be the option to be able to share any file that we previously uploaded on that option that I showed you at the beginning. So from here, I'm going to have access straight away to upload and share a screen with any of these files with my student. You know, I can share like a chord diagrams for the guitar, you know, or if I go back here, I can also share like a music sheet here with a music score and tab here all the chords and everything. So it's great because from here we can actually point out any shape, like for instance we're going to practice this one or any other. We can control with all these features as well. Really cool. And you can add text as well if you want to add a text here, like, okay, we're gonna start from here, let's see that we want to start from the verse or whatever. Everything is gonna be here with all these features, right? And you can, after all, you can clear everything. So that's very useful. Then the other option, of course, as we already have on other platforms, other apps, is to share the whole screen. So from here, just to show you for this presentation, you will be able to share the entire screen, as I'm doing now on Zoom, or you can basically share one specific app just for the student. You know, if you want to share only one specific app, you can just select the app and you can go from there. So this is pretty common. And also, you can still sharing the sound of the app if you like. You know, if you are sharing, for instance, an app that is going to involve some audio, you can share it from here as well, which is very good as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Then from there, we will move to the middle section here, which is going to be related to the microphone calibration that we already did at the very beginning. And then you will have these two options. So the echo cancellation is going to show you, basically, it's going to prevent any kind of echo that you may want to avoid. So I have this one active, so you can try, because sometimes the echo cancellation, it works for most of the devices, but sometimes depending the environment of the student, you may need to play around with these two options here, because what is going to happen is that sometimes if the background is not very busy, it might get like a little bit confused with the volume of the student, you know. So you can play around and try to turn it on and turn it off to see how it works for every specific student, but it's in front of us, so you can just turn it on, turn it off. Normally, most of the time, it's going to be better just to have both on, because with the noise cancellation, you're going to avoid any background noise, so you're going to eliminate any background. And then with the second one, you're gonna remove any echoes just going on in the background, right? And then just on the left, you will see that we have the player here, so we can get access to the player and also the metronome. So I'm gonna just show you the metronome quickly. Can you hear the metronome too?
Yes.
Fantastic, perfect. Sorry, I'm not able to see you because I'm sharing the whole screen. But
yeah, exactly. No worries.
If you can confirm it, that's great. Perfect. So from here, if we click here, you have also the tempo that you can control from here. You can control the volume. You can control the beat. So that's very handy because everything is here as well. I'm gonna turn it off here. The second thing that you may want to use is the piano. So as soon as we hit this button, you're going to have the piano. So I have, just to show you here, this little piano, you know, that I set it up. Is basically just to sometimes to find the pitch, you know, for the student, or it might be helpful for some specific instruments. So even if you are teaching keyboard or piano, if you have a MIDI keyboard, it's fantastic because you can set it up straight away with the app, and you can actually you can use the sound of the keyboard. So let me go here to connect the keyboard. So as you can see, that's the process. If you plug any MIDI keyboard, you just need to go. Oh, let me see.
You can wait again. I think it's gonna work now.
Let me see. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I did already before. That's why probably was showing the
Yeah.
the other window. But from here, just to show you, as soon as we hit this button here, so this button is gonna be showing you the piano option, or we can go back to the player option. So with the piano, you basically can use any note from here. This is the sound that we are hearing now is coming from the app. There is nothing else going on in the background. So this coming in the background, and then from here you can control the pedal. You can also control the octaves. If you want to change octave from here, you can just go here. That should be showing us. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so you can control it from here. You can actually change the sound as well if you want to use like a different sound, like electro.
Yeah.
Even with the strings as well, which is very nice. Maybe I'll leave it.
Yeah, a bit more dramatic.
Yeah, you can. You have different sounds, which is very handy. Even organ as well. Just to have more variety. This is something that also that might be improved in the future. We don't know yet, but this is a really, really nice feature to have within the app, right? So then
and you can expand the feature, right? You can expand the
absolutely.
So the student can see everything.
Absolutely, that's very, very good. If they want to see, they know that we are just playing, they can see everything from here. And I'm gonna collapse it now. Then after that, basically the probably the best or the great feature that I didn't find before is the sync mode. So the sync mode, it works along with the player and the metronome, and I'm gonna show you how it works. Basically from here, we're gonna be able to switch between the teacher side or the student side, meaning that when both sides we got the microphone calibrated, what is gonna happen is that as soon as we hit each button of this, the audio player is gonna sync with the student or with the teacher, depending which one we got selected here, right? So let's see, for instance, if I just load a file here, I'm gonna select one of the files like this one, for instance, which is also amazing to have the player built in, so we don't have to open any other app. So from here, if I have calibrated properly the mic, it's supposed to be synchronized with the teacher, with the role that we are trying at the moment. So if I was playing anything along with the backing track, with the track, it's gonna be synchronized from here, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Then the same thing with the student. So when the student start playing, and this is something that we're going to be in charge as a teachers, we will just need to select the student side, and this is how we will be able to listen to the student synchronize with the audio, okay, or with the metronome as well. But it's very, very important for us to make sure that they have synchronized the microphone, so as soon as you can check with the student, probably the first time, you just go here, go to the to the sound settings, and from here we just need to make sure that the mic that we are using and the mic that they are using is in green. So that means that is being calibrated already. And the other option that I didn't mention earlier is the video quality. So that's fantastic. This is something that I really love, is the fact that we can select up to 1080. So it's like a full HD, and the quality is pretty good. And then from here on I'm gonna move on to the right, to the top right from here, just to show you the multi-camera option. So normally the way that I use it, just to show you, this is something that I may vary depending the student and the situation. But let's see that if I was teaching some guitar lesson, you know, from here, this is something that I use very, very often now. I can also use my phone. I have an iPhone, and it's fantastic because it's not connected to the computer. And thanks to the new operation system from Apple, I'm able just to share the image from here. So I just select. I can switch between the webcam or the iPhone, or I can use both at the same time. I'm going to show you. So I can switch from here and make it active the phone one. So I have like a close up from here. Can you see this image here?
Yes, absolutely.
Perfect. So yeah, I can basically point to my right hand or the left hand. I have another camera as well, so we can add up to 5 cameras in total, which is fantastic.
Exactly.
Or another thing that we could do, we can add both at the same time. So if I want to add both at the same time, I can have both, no problem at all. And they can select each one, or they can zoom up like this one if they want to see this one, the big one, or the other one as well. At least for me, with these two is more than enough, because I can show like a very close up with even with my left hand, everything from here very, very clear and nice. But I presume that for drummers, you know, like that they have like a different kind of elements of the drum.
Yeah.
They can set it up to 5 cameras, which is amazing, you know, and it works very, very well. This is something that I didn't found before, so I think that is pretty amazing to have this feature, to be honest. And then on the top left, you will see that Anna probably will talk to you about this feature. But basically from here you have the contact support anytime. As I mentioned earlier, is managed by real people. So any question that you may have, I actually texted at the very beginning.
Yeah, you can do a test. So it is a real person over there.
Yeah. You can say, you can basically test it, and probably will start getting some message at some point. But that's the good thing, that we are all the time supported by the team and by real people, which is great. I'm gonna go back just to be able to see you guys, because otherwise I'm blind completely.
Yeah.
So
please.
I don't know if you may have any questions so far.
Please, if you do, yes, please.
Is that me?
You can. Yeah. Sorry.
That's all right.
How can I pronounce your name, please?
It's
Sorry.
Ijeoma.
Ijeoma.
Yeah, Ijeoma. I have a couple of questions.
Yes, please.
Is it possible to play duets with my student, like her piano and mine? I know you mentioned syncing, but I mean, like, if I wanted to play like the left hand or something, my student plays the right hand or something, is that possible?
You could do it, but at least for now, you know, this feature is continuing evolving all the time. Due to the fact that we are still using like a Wi-Fi connection, an internet connection, there's gonna be always like a little bit of lag, of delay. Let's see it. But to be honest, I've been trying to do that with my students. I don't know why. Are you seeing my close-up camera or the other one?
No, we're seeing the main one.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, sorry. I still have the other one from the app. So I've been trying to sync with my students. So the way that I've been able to do it is basically to select the student button. So that way they won't listen to you with latency. They're gonna be able to listen to you properly, you know. And then, unfortunately, you may have a little bit of delay, but believe me, it's the minimum delay that I've found on any other app. So you can manage. Some people I don't know if you have tried that, but it's very similar, like when you are recording yourself on the computer, and you have the buffer side, and you start reducing the buffer side, and the latency is getting lower and lower. So with this one, you may need just to adjust a little bit. There must be some latency, you know, from your side, but from the student side, it's going to be pretty good.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
No worries.
Oh, and also, sorry.
Yes. Yeah, no worries.
Is it possible to have like a session with someone, with the staff from MOOZ, so I can get used to it by myself. Do you know what I mean? Like a demo. Is it
Yeah,
possible to do
absolutely.
that?
Yes, that's why I'm here for. So yes, you can get.
Okay,
So
should
you
I
can
email
have
you
a.
then?
Yes, please. So you can have a demo with me, and I can show you all the features more tailored for your needs, you know, because you are a piano teacher, right? And I can show you how it works. You can see more clearly. You can ask any questions you want to, and absolutely, we can do this.
Thank you.
Yeah, I have a
No worries.
question.
Yes, please, David.
So the student, do they have to download the app, or do they have to have a subscription, or is it just the teacher who has
It's only for the
subscription?
teacher. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Sorry,
they
Anna.
might need to download the app, but they don't have to sign up. They don't have to subscribe to anything. They just have to click on the link and it will open automatically. So they don't have any set up before. Okay, so you just have to click on the
link, on the invitation that you may create as you like.
Okay, and
yeah.
do they also have the option of multiple cameras, or do they just only have one?
No. You have.
Yeah,
let me
yeah.
share.
They
Let me
have
share
all
again.
the options, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Let me share again to show you. So when we go to the app from here,
Yeah.
let me share the whole screen back. So, okay, this is Zoom. I'm gonna just to show you. So from here on the top right, you will see this option that it says add camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So from here, it's gonna show you the cameras that you have already connected to your computer. So I may add, I have another one just to show you, like another close-up from here to show you. So I may add the phone camera with the close-up from here. I may add this one with the main one, and I may add this one as well. This one is not calibrated, but as you can see, I have 3 different cameras. I don't have more, unfortunately, today, but you could add up to 5 cameras, and all of them, they may show you like a close-up, whatever you want to share with the student. You just need to set it up the camera as you like, and it's pretty easy. You can see. So basically, I found personally that, at least for my lessons as a guitarist and guitar teacher, with 2 is more than enough, you know, because I can just turn it off this one. And these are the 2 that normally I have set it up. I have this one with the close-up, and the other one, and you can just switch between any of those, or you can basically make this one active if you just want to share one of them, like this.
Yeah.
Or we can go back to the other one. Whatever you like, is pretty versatile.
Right. And so the student can also have a couple. Let's say you want to see their feet or something, as well as their hands. They can do that, right? Okay.
Absolutely. The only thing that they might need to get is more webcams, or more
or an iPhone.
Or an iPhone, or if they are using like a Macintosh computer.
Right. Okay.
And what do you teach, David?
Guitar, right? Oh no,
Guitar?
No, piano.
Just
piano. Sorry, piano.
Because I've got a keyboard behind me, and I'm sitting at a
I
piano
see. Yeah, I can see now.
So maybe
So yeah, that's good.
Yeah, maybe.
Yes, please.
Sorry, for the keyboard would be great if you have a camera on top of you, you know, with the
Yeah, well, yes, that's right. So you can see on top.
Maybe something with a tripod, and then the main one, so the student will be able to see both at the same time.
Yeah, that's wonderful. As Carla said, the drummers love this feature because they can have access.
They can do it from above,
Yeah. So the student can see. And of course, the app is completely free to the student.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, no worries. So any more questions? What do you think?
I think that's it.
And you can control the volume, right? So if it is too loud, the other side from the student's side, so you can minimize, you can control this. It's very easy, and the student can do the same. So that's very important as well.
Yeah,
and
it really
about
it really helps.
Yes,
that
please.
feature. Sorry, Anna, is I think that this is also very important, just the feature that you mentioned, because I don't know for you, but at least for me in the past, using different apps it was driving me crazy, just to manage the volume for everything, with the other apps. And now having everything centralized with the app is very, very helpful.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
I also found that with Zoom, if my student had an old device that didn't have original sound on, it was just ruined. There was no way around it. So I really appreciate this app, actually, all the features.
Yeah,
it came at perfect timing as well, so thank you.
Our pleasure. It's a pleasure. Yeah, the other thing that you just remind me is the amount of times that Zoom is running updates. Most of the time when I open Zoom for some reason, during COVID period, I was using for a while, but now as soon as I started using MOOZ, I just have it in the computer, but I don't use it at all because it's quite frustrating to use it with the versions. So if the student don't have the latest version, maybe it doesn't work, and you start having these kind of configuration issues that most of the time the student don't know about technology, and you spend most of the time of the lesson just trying to figure it out, what is the problem coming from, instead of just running the lesson, and the other thing on the other hand from MOOZ is that they keep everything up to date very often, but it's always thinking to the teacher, and related to the teacher.
Yeah, exactly. Not everyone does like well with technology, and not everyone knows how to do it. And that's why it's a very simple app, very simple platform to use, especially for the student, which helps you during the lesson. And about the support. So we have an amazing technical support. So if you need anything at all, you can just click on that. It was like right on the left and top on the left. And it is it's real people there. We're not robots or anything. So if you need help, it's something that I'm very proud of it because it works really, really well.
And just to show you just what you mentioned, guys, I would like to show you that they already replied to me. You remember that, right? That I just say hello.
Oh, so yeah.
They already replied.
Oh, Natalia. Please say that it's just a demo from the webinar, so she doesn't have to worry about it.
That's it, perfect. So yeah, it's very handy that they are on top of that, and that's very helpful, because sometimes you may have some issue with these kind of apps, and it might take at least a few days or sometimes even a week just to get a reply. Believe me, even with my students, I used to work at Apple, and I consider myself like a tech guy, even though I don't like it. And sometimes with the student it was getting crazy, with other apps, and with this one, since I started using it, I'm quite happy with it.
Yeah, lovely. So do you have any more questions? Please don't be shy, you can ask anything. Yes, please.
So about the support, number one, I'm based in the UK. Will that affect when I get a reply, or?
Oh, definitely not. No.
No,
yeah, we're mainly in Europe, so don't worry even though we are based in the US, but have people working all over the world. We have 4 main languages, but there are people from more than 70 countries already, so don't worry. Yeah.
The last question, I promise.
Yes, please. No worries.
What are the subscription plans that you offer?
We will talk about this in a bit.
Okay.
Yes. Just a second, sorry. But I'll show you everything. So, Stephen, yes, please.
Yeah, I was wondering, is MOOZ is it designed for teaching one student at a time, or can you teach more than one?
Oh, I love that question because that's the same
Please,
question
Carlos.
that I did when I
Yes,
started using. So that's the
Okay.
perfect question, perfect time. So, as a
perfect timing.
teachers, yeah, of course, as a teachers, I found out, of course, about this kind of feature, um, and this is the question that I did at the beginning. And the good news is that it's been developing at the moment. So probably we have been told that
By the
maybe,
end of the summer.
yeah, at the end of the summer will be
Yeah.
ready as well. So
Okay.
basically what they are working out now at the moment is to make sure that all the features that we have available at the moment, they will be available for the group as well. So that's why it's taking a little bit more of time, but I really love the fact that they are working all the time and getting
Yeah.
suggestions from the teachers. It's not an app that you just get the subscription and they just forget about you. So
Right. Okay.
any kind of suggestion, and this is something that I've been doing. Just don't worry about that. Don't be shy. You can share with the
Yeah.
chat from the customer support team, and they will looking at it and they will let you know if it's been developing or how is the ATA. They are basically thinking about when they're going to release a new feature. But this one, which is amazing, the
Yeah.
news is going to be probably available at the end of the summer, maybe.
Yeah.
Right. Fantastic. Thank you. I do have one more question as well.
Any
Yes, please.
In the interface with the piano keyboard at the bottom, is that optional to have the keyboard there, or is it always there on the interface?
you can switch between the keyboard or the player. Let me share again quickly to show you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's optional basically. You can switch between the keyboard or the player. So let me go back here. Here we go. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Perfect. So as you can see, this is the piano button. So normally it comes like this. You're gonna see the player here.
Right.
And if you want to switch to the piano, you just need to click here one, and here we go. And as Anna mentioned earlier, you can also expand it like this,
Yeah.
or collapse it like that. And if you want just to get rid of it, you just need to click here, and here we go. So we already have the player here. That is really good because you can also zoom the whole screen if you just want to see the student like
Right.
that, right?
Okay.
So
Full screen. Yeah.
yeah, all the screen. So you have all the features that normally you can also check the mirroring. If you want to switch different sides as
Yeah.
well,
True. Yeah.
turning off the camera. So it's pretty visual, everything as you can see, and it's everything very handy. Or you can just zoom it
Yeah.
as a full screen. But yeah, definitely you can just get rid of it if you like.
Okay. Great. I do have one last question actually.
Sure.
Yeah.
I wondered if there was any plans to develop the interface so there would be a MIDI guitar neck at the bottom optionally instead of a piano keyboard. So I have a kind of basic MIDI guitar, but I wondered if there was any plans to do that, or is that there wouldn't be any demand for that, or
That's a great question. What I presume as a musician is that at the moment probably if you want to see the fretboard like normally what we do on Guitar Pro, for instance,
sure.
that you can see the fretboard from the bottom. We don't know yet, but this is something, a really good question that we can raise and ask for
Yeah.
you. And I'm pretty sure that as the app is working now as a MIDI control, it's like a MIDI receptor.
Right.
This is something that maybe you could try by yourself, at least for now. I'm pretty sure that if you plug your MIDI guitar to the computer, you will be able to control the piano sound with it.
Oh, yes.
Because you're going to use your guitar as I'm using the keyboard here, like a MIDI controller, right?
Yeah, purely as a controller.
Yeah, absolutely. The other thing that we might need to confirm is if probably will do. I don't think that that's going to be very hard, and that will be a really good question to ask. So yeah, for sure.
Okay.
We will do it, and maybe Anna, if she has your contact,
Absolutely.
she can let you
We
know
can,
more.
yeah.
about-
We
Yeah.
can check about these and we can always communicate. Of course, sometimes we don't have like all the features, but we are constantly developing to attend you, and
Sure.
of
Yeah.
course, I will share these.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a deal breaker for me, but it's just something that occurred to me as you were showing us the interface, Carlos.
Absolutely.
And it's good to ask,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and that
Yeah.
way is great because you never know with the student how it's gonna be. So you may have both options. You normally I don't need it, to be honest, because I already have the phone camera where basically the student can see the close up very closely
That's true. Yeah.
from my hands. But it's very handy. You know what I've been doing at the moment, if I need to do so, is basically just to share Guitar Pro, you know, with the music score, and I can always share the fretboard with the dots, you know, like moving in real time. And
Right. Okay.
that's
Yeah.
something that maybe you could do as well, you know.
That's a good workaround.
Yeah, at least for now, until we receive more news about that. But that's a really good question. We definitely will ask
Yeah,
for you.
with
Okay.
yeah,
Thank you.
look
My
over these.
pleasure.
Well, thank you. If you have more questions, please, we're here.
I don't
We're
have
here
any
to
more
hear
questions.
you.
I'll let someone else ask some. Thank you.
No
David, all
worries.
good?
Yep. All good.
David, I don't know if was about to ask something, or is it good? Perfect. So Anna,
Yeah,
maybe you
all
want to
good?
give them really good news?
Yes, I do. Let me share my screen again. Just a
Fantastic.
second. There you go. Oops. Share. Here. So what is this? We have a drawing here. And let me know if your name is here. We have the first one, the second, third, and the fourth one. He unfortunately had to leave, but we are presenting you now in an annual subscription here. So the annual subscription worth £180 currently. And well, wish you all of you good luck, shall we?
Sure.
Let me do this. Is it everything all right here? Is everything correct? Please let me know before I press it. Yeah?
Yes. Yeah.
All good.
Yeah? Great. So let's do this.
Finger crossed. Finger crossed.
Fingers crossed. Who's gonna win? Oh my
Wow!
goodness!
Congratulations! Oh my God!
Congratulations!
Fantastic!
Ah, amazing! Let me go back to you guys. Wow.
That's
Yeah,
great.
so you just
So
found
nice.
an annual subscription from MOOZ.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna tell a bit more about the plans and everything, how it works.
Mm-hmm.
So the annual subscription costs £180,
Mm-hmm.
right? 180. And we have an excellent deal, 40% discount from the app, from actually Carlos coupon discount. And we're offering today for 139. So per year. So it's a very, very good plan, a very good discount.
Is that
And
in British pounds? British pounds?
yeah, British pounds, yes. Yeah, so 139 pounds. So if you ever tried teaching music online, and I think that's a very good option for you. And this isn't just like any kind of platform. So it's built for you. And all we do is thinking about how can you improve your lessons, and we're here to guide you. I don't know, what do you think about the deal, guys? It's a good price, isn't it?
It's a good
It is a
price.
good price. I'm going to have to think about it though, because I'm going to cost everything up.
Yeah.
So I think if I do go for it, I'll go for the 180. And just I've got to take a couple of weeks to sort of see how everything will pan out, really.
Yeah, I think that
I see, yeah.
you can use the discount in case you want to try during 48 hours, right, Anna?
Yes,
Or it's gonna be
exactly, for 8
Okay,
hours.
thank you.
so
So,
my pleasure.
yes.
Yeah, I already shared the links in case you want to save it, just to have a think on the
Yeah,
Okay.
chat.
just in case. Yeah, just in case we have the euro option and
Yeah.
the British pound option. So
Right.
British pound, it is 139
Mhm,
pounds for the whole year.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Our
Um,
pleasure.
No
I
worries.
I
Yes,
have a
please.
I have a online student on Friday actually.
Yeah.
Well, she might be next Friday now, but can I set it up for her?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Using my
absolutely.
plan.
Of course you can.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll email you after this with
Mhm.
your subscription. And then we can set everything up and see how it goes for you. I hope you enjoy and hope you have a good time with MOOZ.
Yeah.
And yes, you can.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is valid for 48 hours. So if you need a personal demonstration, please, you can talk to me, you can email me. I probably will email you back. So if you need anything, I'm here to help. Yeah. So any questions about this, please feel free, don't be shy.
Sure. Also, just to mention that feel free to try the app as well. I think that at the moment, um, if you go to the website, there is a plan that you can try. Let me just confirm quickly.
The trial, you mean?
The trial, they have the trial, but also they have the basic for the student as well. But this is mainly for the student. But with the trial, right, Anna, they may use the
Yes.
trial as a teacher. I mean, they can still use
Yeah.
the trial if they want to try for a few days, set it up a demo with you or with one of.
Exactly. So have you already been using MOOZ so far? Have you already tried?
I've tried it already. I tried it today. I had an online student today. I tried it on last Friday and was it Tuesday, my flute lesson. Yeah, so I've tried it a few times and I want to get to know it better.
Yeah,
How
absolutely.
did it go? How did it go? It was well?
It
went well?
went well. Like I was saying, I tried to do one hand and my student do the other hand, that kind of thing. Hearing the student when I was asking questions about the music, that kind of thing needed. And also, just based on this webinar, I feel like I would like to use different cameras. I have a webcam. I have an Android. I use Samsung. I've got a Samsung phone and a Samsung tablet. Would they work as cameras?
Yes, you can use your phone as a
Yeah,
camera.
yeah, absolutely.
I mean, when using multiple cameras, yeah?
I'm using, I mean, it depends more on the computer, but as I'm using the phone, I presume that if your computer allows to use more than one camera,
Yeah.
you will be able to do it. So
Exactly.
yeah, the multi-camera, I think that this is probably one of my favorite features, because it really helps you engage with the student rather to have like only one boring camera. Switching is like giving more input to the student, and they really engage with that feature too. Anna, maybe we can just cover a little bit with them, just for them to know the MIA website as well.
The AI, it's amazing.
It's
So
amazing,
you
right?
can use it's a website so far. So you can use to plan your lessons, to give you insights about what you need, and that's something that the Pro plan supports. So we are managing a whole setup just for you. And it really helps you because Mia was trained based on the music teacher's needs. So that's something that it's definitely worth the try. And we also have a Facebook group for the teachers. Yeah. So you can support each other. You can see the features in advance. You can talk about more about the students, where to find them. So we have a whole ecosystem for you. It's not just the app. So we are developing, of course, more features and everything, but it's not just that.
Absolutely. Yeah, there will be more features really, really interesting coming up in the next few months. So
What I
yeah.
wanted to say when you asked me how did the lesson go, the quality of the music was quality of sound was superb. Honestly, it was so much better than all the other apps that I've tried. And I also like that one app, I don't know if I can mention them.
Yes, please.
They own
No worries.
yeah, it's called Rock Out Loud, and you couldn't use a phone. They said you have to use your laptop. Which means you have to set up your laptop on top of boxes by the piano, that kind of thing. Because like no like table could take it or whatever.
Yeah.
And then what was wrong was I couldn't hear it with Teams. I couldn't hear the piano with Teams. I couldn't hear the piano where we tried Google Meets. We couldn't hear it. Yeah. So yeah, it's really good quality sound.
Glad to hear. Yeah, it's very frustrating, you know. Sometimes, you know, especially at the very beginning, when you try to introduce a new app, if it works and it's going to be great all the time, you know. But some students, if they don't have the right equipment or the right computer, it might be a little bit tricky. But the fact, you know, I've been doing lessons with a student who have like AirPods, and even with the AirPods, they are using the AirPods while we are doing the lesson, and there is no latency for them. So it's really, really good. So I think that is very promising, this app, not just due to the features that they are already available, but also with the new ones that they will be coming. So we are not allowed to talk about any of those.
Yeah, but we have like many surprises.
Yeah, but it's gonna be very, very good for both, for teachers and for the students. I wish we will have had this kind of app like I don't know, 10 years ago, you know. Maybe the business would be completely different for us, especially now after COVID, that everyone is been increasing all the online activity, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Great.
So yes, you can have, so yeah, many students use the AirPods, and it's something that we have to learn how to deal with and present them the best experience that they can have, even using AirPods. So yeah.
Fantastic. Perfect, guys. So,
okay.
Yeah, maybe Anna, do you want to add something else, or maybe if they have any other question, yeah, they can keep in touch with you anyway, right?
Yes, absolutely. If you need anything, you can email me, right? I left my email over there. It is anna.pedroso@mooz.pro. So if you need anything, if you like a personal walkthrough to the platform, please let me know. I'm here to guide you in this experience. And that's it. Do you have any more questions, please? You can ask us.
You were saying something about 48 hours. What do I need to do in 48 hours? To click on the activate or something?
For you it's not.
Not for you.
Not for you, because you already won the subscription. But it was for the offer that we were able to offer you with the 40% discount. They will be active up to 48 hours.
Up to 48 hours,
yes. And also, just to mention, guys, that if you need anything from me as well, I will be available on the Facebook group as well, the Facebook MOOZ group. So just hit me a message, and I will try to do my best to help
you, okay? Just a small thing. So is the cost inclusive of VAT? First question.
I think so.
Yeah.
Let me
say it again. Sorry.
Is the cost inclusive of VAT?
VAT. Yeah, I think so. But let me.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
So am I right in saying that a normal membership without the discount would be somewhere around £230, £240? Is that correct?
That's right. Actually, we can have a look here. So without the discount, you have the yearly subscription. There is now an offer that they are running with a 25%. I think that this is going to be temporary.
Yeah, in the app it is 25% only. So that brings down the price to £180. Yeah, but today here we're offering another deal that it is £139, VAT included.
Okay, and what about going? So what about moving forward into the next year? Would you be offered a discount going
Well,
forward, or
we
you
can
don't know yet?
negotiate that
Yeah.
because this
Negotiate,
is the annual subscription,
Right.
right? So you're gonna have access for a whole year. If you
Yeah.
need one more year for the same price, you just have to reach me out. I can definitely work on that. It's something that I can. We are very flexible, you know, as a company. So we don't want to lock you in a deal that doesn't make sense for you.
Sure.
And yes,
Yeah.
that's
Well,
something that we can discuss about, definitely.
I think I missed something about this Mia.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what.
Oh yeah,
What's that?
Yeah.
the AI website that
AI.
you basically are free to try it. It's amazing. You basically can use it like a consultant, basically, where it's
Right.
gonna help you
Yeah.
out to set it up your lessons, the content that
Yeah.
you may want to explain in terms of music theory. And I was explaining that it's being developed by real teachers.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
anything that
exactly.
you may want to ask, through the app, through the website, basically is gonna give you the answer that you may be looking for, just to speed up everything.
Right.
Yes. So it's about the lessons, about some tips that
Yeah.
you can get, right? So homework, perhaps if you need to think
Yeah.
about this to your student, you also have that handy. So it's pretty easy to use, and it's tailored for the teachers. So
Yeah.
the
Also,
AI.
the other thing that I really I was happy to know is that all the money that the company, I mean, I'm not receiving any money from the company, to be honest. I just want to share my experience, because it's something that I think that will be amazing for any musician, any teacher or student that they want to learn music. But I was told by them that they are basically investing all the money to make the app even better every time,
Right.
So
You're right, Carlos.
that's a really, really good point that basically convinced me to start using it. And as Anna said, this is something that I feel very supported as a teacher, because it's not like an app to make like a video calls and that's it. It's more related to what we love and what we do.
Specifically.
Yeah.
It is. It really is.
Very
Well,
good.
thank you for that.
Okay.
We appreciate it. And you're right. You're right. We're constantly developing and improving all the time. All the time.
Right. Okay. Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
very much.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for having. Oh, Carlos, thank you.
Oh,
I
thanks to
appreciate
you,
your
Anna.
time.
Thanks to you guys. Thanks for joining us today, and I wish you all the best with your online lessons and everything. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
Great.
you. Thank
That's
you,
great.
all
Thank
of
you very
you.
much.
David,
Thank you.
Ijoma,
Cheers. Thank you.
congratulations. Stephen, bye.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Take care.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Cheers.
No, I don't know. How do you leave?
On the right button.
I can't find
Right
any
button.
buttons. I can't find any buttons at all. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, so it is on the right side
Yeah,
button.
I know something's gone a bit amiss here.
No worries. I will.
I'll just sign out of the app. Okay, thank you very much.
No worries.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a
Bye-bye.
great day.
Thank you.
Bye.